Hey all, today I'm going to talk about the highs and lows on the Ruger Mark IV. Basically what that means is I'm going to talk about my favorite feature on this gun and my least favorite feature on this gun, and that's all I'm going to talk about. Now before I get into the video, I want to say that if you like the content, subscriptions, shares, likes, all that good stuff really helps me out, helps fight the algorithm. Let's get into it. Before I get into it, I want to say if you're looking for discount codes, down below is a list of the companies that help me out. They provide discount codes for my viewers, so be sure to check them. But anyway, the high and low of this gun. So the high of this gun is it is very easy to take down this gun. It is by far my favorite feature for this gun. It is very simple. You know, all you gotta do, right, rack the bolt, make sure the gun is on safe, right, just like that. And then all you have to do to disassemble it, there's this button in the back here, push the button, and it kind of rocks off just like that. And that's it. You can clean the lower, right? And then you can pop your bolt out, just slides out just like that, right? And clean your bolt, run the thing, run something down your barrel, get that all nice and clean. You know, pretty much clean all the parts of the gun that need to be commonly, frequently cleaned, all by taking it off like that with one button. And then to put it back together, also very easy, nestle it in the front there where it lines up, and then just pop it down on just like that, and voila, just like that. In under a minute I had the gun apart, bolt out, put back together, and back assembled, and it's ready for the rest of the range trip. That's the nice thing, is if you're at the range or something with this and you just need a quick cleaning, you know, something to hose off all the couple hundred rounds of 22 or whatever, you know, under a minute you're back in the game. Favorite feature. Now my least favorite feature, and that is the trigger. Now I realize when I say trigger, I'm sure everybody's like, wow, you know, that's pretty important. I don't know why you would like this gun, which I do, if it has such a bad trigger. It's bad in the sense that it's not terrible. It's not even bad. It's just, it's an okay trigger that could be so much better. Especially when, you know, this is the competition version of this gun, so it's a little bit more expensive, and it's, you know, supposed to be built a little bit nicer, which it is a nice gun. I was shocked at the fact that not only does it have the standard Mark IV trigger, but that the standard Mark IV trigger is not that nice and clean. These guns have magazine disconnects, right, which a lot of times magazine disconnect to make the trigger worse. And honestly, it's just kind of got a, and this is, you know, empty for anybody wondering. Plus it won't go off because it has no magazine. But the take up on this is pretty like floppy, and then the wall on this trigger is very gritty. Several times I've almost felt like it's dirty still, and I've like taken it apart and cleaned it, and it's just the fact that the trigger is gritty. It's not the end of the world, but it is kind of a disappointment, given, you know, that these are pretty much target guns, maybe small game hunting guns, and generally those style guns, you're looking for a better trigger for a more accurate, more fun experience. But hands down, something like the Browning Buckmark, the trigger in those is really nice, and, you know, really puts this to shame, especially considering, again, you know, this, and I know that all the Mark IVs have the same trigger, but this especially, it kind of surprised me that, you know, this was the, you know, the way it was. So anyway, pretty much it. That's my two talking points on this gun. That's the high, the low. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and have a good day.